If you ever tried to apply conditional formatting to the markers on a line chart in Power BI, you've probably found out pretty quickly that it is not possible. You go to the format pane, you find the marker settings, and that is one color. That's it. No conditional formatting option inside. The good news is that there is a workaround, and it's actually quite elegant and simple once you understand what's happening. So that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So before we are going into Power BI, I want to talk about how this works, because we can't apply conditional formatting to the markers. The workaround here is we can apply conditional formatting to a lot of other things like column charts. And the conditional formatting you apply to a column or a bar chart or even a table actually carries over to the line chart markers. So Power BI remembers it even though you can't see or set it directly from the line chart visual itself. So what you do is this: you take the same measure you're using in your line chart, you put it in a column chart or bar chart or anything else, and then you set up your conditional formatting. You define your rules, whether that's based on value ranges, percentages, gradient, whatever you want. And once that's set up, you switch the visual type back to a line chart. And just like that, your markers will pick up the conditional formatting that was applied to the other visual type. You won't see this reflected in the format pane. So when you go to the marker setting, it will not show that you use conditional formatting, but it will be there. And now you think, what if I want to change the logic for the conditional formatting? You can just go back, make it another visual again, like a column chart, redesign your conditional formatting logic, and then make it a line chart again. Okay, let me show you exactly how to set this up step by step, because it's one of the things that's much easier to follow when you can see it. So let's get into Power BI. So here we are in Power BI. And as you see, I don't have a line chart here. The title says line chart conditional formatting, but this is very obviously a column chart. And that's what I meant when I said we need to make this first another visual type. So in this case, we make this a column chart. We could make it like a bar chart or a table. If we would click on this and then make it a line chart, all the markers on the line have the same color. And if we go in the formatting pane and we go to markers, you see we can change the shape, but the color, we can only choose one color. There's no conditional formatting sign here. So if I make this a clustered column chart in this case, we see now everything's very blue. But we also see that we can apply conditional formatting here. So what I'm going to do is I click on this FX button, which means conditional formatting. I make it rule based on my measure. And now I'm going to add 3 rules. The first one is for the base color. I want everything to be light gray, all the markers. Now we add another rule. I want everything above the value of 1000, the number 1000, to have a certain color. And everything that's bigger than the lowest number, but lower than, let's say, 500 for the example, I want to be red. So everything is gray, and then everything above a certain number I want green, and everything between 0 and another number I want to be red. So like I said, this could be your conditional formatting. It could be based on anything you like. This is my example. Let's click on OK. Now we see my column chart. Everything that's below 500 is red and everything above is green. But this is, of course, not the line chart we wanted. So how can we get that? We click on it. You see the visual is selected, and we go to build line chart. So, and then you see that the conditional formatting is applied. And if we go to our marker settings here and we go to color, you see, you basically don't see that we applied conditional formatting here because, of course, it's a workaround. So you can't see it. You can change the transparency of these markers. So it applies for that, but you can't directly fix the conditional formatting here. So as you saw, it is a little bit of a workaround, but it works really well once you know the steps. The key thing to remember is that you make your changes on the other visual, like the column chart, and then you switch back to the line chart. And if you ever need to adjust your conditional formatting rules later, you just do the same thing in reverse. Switch back to like a column chart, make your changes, and then switch back again to the line chart. I know it's not the most intuitive workflow, but it gives you something that a lot of people don't realize is even possible in Power BI. If this helped you, I'd love to know. Drop a comment below and let me know what you're using conditional formatting for in your reports. And if you want to see more Power BI tips like this one, make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video. Thank you for watching this.